Okay, guys. I see here, it may be a work situation, it may not be a love situation, but I feel like there's something that you've been connected to or tied to that has been toxic or unhealthy for you. Can be a work environment, can be a relationship, it can be even just a partnership or a friendship of some kind. But it looks like somebody's walking away because whatever this situation is, it's like a battle of wills or a battle of ego, a battle of pride. And there's a shallow victory here for somebody. I don't know who that somebody is, but we see here with the Five of Swords, I think you're going to be the one walking away. I don't think you're going to be the one who's standing here with the swords, okay? I'm going to be honest. But I think it's because, again, it's a shallow victory. It's not something where you're really losing anything substantial. I think you're realizing that by walking away, that's the best solution and that's the best outcome you could hope for in this situation, okay? So whoever this person is, I feel like they've been taking advantage of you, or I feel like they've been using or mistreating you somehow. And with this Two of Cups, I really feel like this can be a love partnership, but it can also be just a connection you have with another individual where you feel like you both were very like-minded and working on the same goal, okay? And you both, since it is a Cups card, you both put your emotions on the line in this situation, or you both emotionally expressed something in this dynamic, okay? So your emotions were involved here. However, you're walking away and it's healthy to release this person or this situation. I feel like for a long time you may have been trying to work things out with this person. You may have been trying to reconnect, or you're trying to get back to where things were, but you're realizing that early this month, I want to say in the first 15 days of July, you're leaving this thing behind, okay? It's just not working for you. I think you're going to be maybe a little disappointed because I feel like this person, I feel like when you leave this relationship or you leave this partnership, you're kind of hoping that this person is going to come back, or you're kind of hoping that this person is going to apologize, but I don't see that happening, okay? Once you cut this off, you need to really be done with it. Just be done with it, because this person's not in it for the right reasons, okay? You may also be expecting love or new love to come in right away, or it's kind of like, okay, this relationship's over, I want something new now, and you may be rushing into something, and the cards are saying don't rush into something right away, okay? There may be someone right there waiting for you too. The cards are just saying don't rush into that relationship or that partnership. And it may be, I want to say you may be leaving an air sign. So that would be a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. Or it can be an earth sign. So Virgo, Taurus, a Capricorn. Okay? But honestly, it could be anyone from any sign. That's just what's coming up in this reading. It is a general reading, though. I want to also emphasize that we have the Sun card in the center here. And the Sun card, whenever it comes up for me in a reading, it's always a positive card. We're bringing light to a situation, and we're freeing. I feel like with this being below the Eight of Cups, it's talking about liberty. It's talking about freedom. Oh, the freedom to move on. I feel like such a happiness and joy about being able to leave things behind. The Three of Wands here is like, look, I'm done. I'm moving forward. No looking back at this point. I know where I'm going. I know where I'm headed. So the beginning of the month, you know, there's some disappointment, ending of a relationship or a situation that's toxic and unhealthy. You're kind of waiting to hear back from that person. You may be disappointed not to. But by the end of the month, middle end of the month, I want to say, you know, you're realizing the freedoms and liberties that come along with letting this toxic thing go. Okay? Oops. Let me look at the Five of Swords here with my Gypsy Oracle cards. I use these cards to clarify. Yeah, some of you really are ending a relationship. It's just cut and dry here. This reunion card, there's a partnership here that's weak, emotionally, mentally weak, and it's ending with the Death card here. Somebody maybe even leaving and just, you know what, somebody took advantage of you, and once they got what they wanted, they left. And you may be really sad about that too. You know, this person may be the one walking away from you, and maybe that's why you're kind of hoping for them to come back and return and say I'm sorry, because you just can't imagine that somebody would be that heartless or that rude or miscaring to not respond to you, you know. But I'm telling you, by the end of the month, you're feeling so much better about this because you realize that person was no good. Yep. The star card, the sun card has, what is his name? The scholar. The scholar, the wife, and then we have consistency. There's a strong desire here, I feel, for some of you to be in a committed relationship, to be in a partnership where you feel like there's monogamy and there's devotion to one another, right? However, again, I want to tell you, there may be somebody towards the end of the month that's coming in, and the cards are just saying, you know, don't rush it. Don't rush it. It is a new opportunity. It is a new chance to begin something new. However, don't rush it. And for some of you, and I feel like this is a small percentage of you, it's not going to be a lot of you, but whomever you let go of, if they come back into your life towards the end of the month, take it real slow. You know, you always have free will. You can do what you want, but my advice would be you need to take it real slow if you're going to take this person back at all. Let me look at the 5 of Cups, or 5 of Pentacles here. Sorry. And I know, guys, it's supposed to be a general reading, but guess what? It came up as a love reading. I can't control the cards. The 5 of Pentacles even says it's love. We have the love card, we have the merchant card, and we have the journey card. We're ending a loving commitment or a loving engagement, and we're moving on. Now, yes, it leaves us maybe feeling emotionally or financially strained, but things will improve. Things will get better. You are moving on, you're moving ahead, and you're forging a plan for yourself, okay? I feel like, let me start with the couples first, and then I'll go into singles. I feel like for the couples, you're wanting something new, or you're wanting to try something new. You're wanting to revamp, I want to say yourself. I feel like there's more focus on yourself than this relationship. And I want to say that because for some of you, you're in a relationship where you don't know which way to go. You don't know what you want to do. You kind of feel trapped, mentally trapped. And you know you have to make a decision, but emotionally you don't know how to make this decision. You don't know how to let go of somebody, I want to say. I feel like whoever this person is, when they first came in, yeah, it was like good times, you know. They were a good person. They were like your wish fulfillment. They satisfied those things that you were looking for in a partnership. But I feel like it was false. I don't feel like it was genuine. Like they were showing you what they knew you wanted to see. And this month, it's like secrets are being revealed or things are coming to the surface. And now is a time, in the month of July, you're going to realize that maybe you put too much effort into your relationship or your partnership and not enough into yourself. Like you should trust yourself before you trust somebody else, right? You got to trust your own gut, your own instincts. And that's part of the lesson from this relationship, is learning how to trust yourself. You know, trust your own gut before you trust somebody else. Trust your gut and trust your heart before you trust your mind to try to make excuses for whatever you know instinctually isn't right. Okay? So, again, it came up in the last reading, but there's something here about letting go of this person. Realizing, seeing things for what they are. And yeah, some of you may feel like left out in the cold, or some of you may feel financially restricted. But again, I want to tell you and I want to remind you that this is temporary. This is very, very temporary, okay? This is a good time for you to really get back in touch with yourself, because you came up as the Queen of Wands. Now, for some of you, maybe that you're experiencing this ending of a relationship with a fire sign, and it can be you ending the relationship, okay? But if you're not dealing with a fire sign, I kind of feel like you're the one who's stepping away. You're the one who's, ending the relationship because you realize things aren't working out. And you're like, I need to focus more on me. The Queen of Wands is a very passionate, fiery woman, but she's very, I don't want to say self-centered. She's not self-centered, but she's very focused on herself, and she trusts herself and she honors herself. And I think that's a powerful lesson for you to learn right now. Now, for those of you who are single, I feel like there's been trouble in the past with figuring out how to meet people or how to get out more. Maybe financially it's been challenging to go out and do things and what have you. I kind of feel like this month, you got to be careful with drinking. Try not to drink too much or party too much. I really want to say, for some of you, you're wanting to do something new. Like maybe you're wanting to get a new tattoo, or you're wanting to do something to your hair. There's something cosmetically you want to do, but you don't have the money to do it this month. So I feel like you're looking for ways to earn, or you're looking for ways to save so that you can do what you want to do cosmetically. That's one thing for females. As far as love and romance goes, though, I think this is really a month where it's about you owning your worth and realizing your worth and using that to benefit yourself in some way. Like the confidence you're working on this month is going to be what you put out there for others. And when you put out confidence, you attract confidence. You're going to attract somebody who's emotionally stable, and somebody who's not insecure and afraid and what have you. I feel like that may be something you were dealing with in the past. Okay? So let's clarify this with these Gypsy Oracle cards. I want to look at the Empress in the very center. This, to me, I'm feeling off this card, my heart is very, very tender. Very tender. Maybe you have a very, very tender heart and it's been hurt. It's been abused. And now on the two sides, on top and bottom of this High Priestess, we have Judgment, which talks about rebirth, renewal, a new beginning, but it's only when we let something go. Okay, so for those of you who are coupled, letting that toxic relationship go. For those who are single, letting go of the pessimism, letting go of the self-talk, the negative self-talk. There's a pleasant surprise coming in for some of you. Okay, now look at this. For those of you who are single, it's when you build your self-confidence and self-awareness, like this young woman, that a pleasant surprise comes in and the right partner comes in. Now, for those of you who are coupled, this can be saying, because this is a single woman, okay? This young woman, she's a single woman. So I feel like by you what's the word I'm looking for? By you revamping this relationship, transforming this relationship, or trying to. Evidently, it didn't work out. Trying to. But by you trying to, you realizing you gave it your all. Okay? And I want to say that by ending this relationship, it's actually a pleasant surprise for you. It's something that you're actually happy to be single and start over again. Because it's really, honestly, it's giving you a time to work on you. And I think you'll come to see that. Let's look at the Five of Pentacles here. Somebody is either taking advantage of this agreement that you have. It can be a marriage partner. Your partner. They're taking advantage of this situation. Maybe they've just taken advantage of your good nature and they've mistreated you. The Pleasure Seekers card can talk about foolish actions and behaviors as well. So whoever you had this agreement with, this relationship with, whether you're married or just in a partnership, I just feel like emotionally they've been distant. They've kind of been out of the picture. They haven't really put in as much effort as you have. And you're realizing this now. And they're taking advantage. They're just taking straight advantage of you. So that's why I think you're kind of happy to let it go. For those of you who are single, on the Five of Pentacles, this is kind of telling me that you may feel, again, pessimism, lack. You're focused on lack. But this month, again, there's a transformation of that. And you're building your self-confidence. This haughtiness card can talk about, instead of just arrogance, it can just simply mean confidence. And when you're going out and enjoying yourself and portraying that confidence, that's when you attract the right kind of partner. That's when you attract a partner that has long-term potential. But you've got to work on your pessimism, okay?